If you're in a situation right now where you feel like you're never gonna find love, no date's working out fine, and you just feel very, very hopeless, sit down, get your popcorn, and listen to a story. I'm gonna tell you a story about the most hopeless romantic I know in my life. It was me at one point. While all my other friends were getting dates left, right, and center, always with a woman, I never was. I never was all the way through elementary school. But, you're not really thinking that stuff at that time. And even high school, and even college. So, I know what it's like to be hopeless. And let me tell you the story. This all starts, we'll just start back from high school. I went into high school basically refinding all new friends. All my friends from elementary school and we basically parted ways when it came to regrouping in high school, and we found our new cliques, our new friend groups, and I was very lucky. I found a couple good friends at that time. But I quickly found out through that time that they were a lot better with women than I was. And every single one of my friends had a relationship early on into high school, all through high school. At least the majority of my friends had a relationship all the way through. And I really took it to heart. I really thought, like, how are they getting girls and I'm not? And I just didn't see it at the time. But the reason why is because they just kept shooting their shot, and they'd get in a situation where it would work all the time, and I would get all up in my head, try to work myself up to ask a girl out, and it just never happened. It never happened because I took that one shot every now and then, and you miss all those shots that you don't take. So it really hit my ego at a young age, and I couldn't figure it out. And thinking back to those times, I was just not a confident guy, very shy, very introverted, and I let that get the better of me. I let it become all the worst parts of me, where I just kind of shut myself off from the opportunities that were around me. And fast forward through high school, not having any relationships or anything, and fast forward even through college, not having any relationships, I was so lacking of confidence. It was ridiculous. But, I didn't let that stop me from living life. My buddies and we'd go out to concerts, have a good time, go to the clubs, have a good time. Guys going out to the clubs, we're trying to get women. So I still tried, but I couldn't get past the lack of confidence. I didn't think, I was in the habit of not having that confidence and feeling like no matter what I'd say to girls, it wasn't going to work out. And, if you can imagine what I'd come off like if I was talking to a girl in the club, it wasn't very pretty, so so it never really worked out. But once I came down to Nova Scotia, where I was away from everyone I knew, that gave me just enough power to not really care about what anyone thought of what I was doing around me. So I ended up just getting into the right circumstances where I just didn't care. I went into a grocery store and I saw a girl that I fancied, and I just asked her out. I didn't have anything to lose. So I didn't have anything to lose, didn't care what anyone thought of me, and I just shot my shot, and that one shot changed everything for me. Because that girl, we went out for 4 years, almost 5 years, and we got engaged eventually. After 4 years, we got engaged, and it showed me what I could do, what I was worth. And ever since that relationship, you know, I've had the confidence and the proof that I needed to know that I could always find a relationship if I dug deep enough. So that's my story. That's my story of my hardships through the years of feeling very hopeless, but finding that the courage, finding just enough courage to get your first relationship and then get your heart broken when you break up with that girl. And using that heartbreak as fuel, firepower, to come back even stronger and picking up any girl that you're interested in, you know. So if this story gave you a little bit more hope today, or made you feel not alone, then that's all I'm aiming for this video. Just to give you a little bit of insight on what I went through, showing that, hey, things can be very hopeless at one point, and then you can quickly turn it around with just one proof of concept that you can make it work. So take my story of my dating life and how I just turned it around with one single thing. And then through heartbreak of breaking up with my ex-fiance, making it that much more powerful and working on it even more throughout the heartbreak. That's what I am proud to leave behind. You know, that story of just turning it around with one single thing. And through the heartbreak, you know, if you want a little more guidance on all this stuff, then I wrote a book based on all the things that I went through throughout the 3 to 4 years, going from rock bottom to when my ex-fiance and I broke up to now. I wrote that all into a book. You can find that in the description down below if you want to just have a nice light read and learn what I went through and utilize that for yourself. The book basically goes through how I formulated a lifestyle that attracts women instead of having to chase. Because chasing women, it's not the way to go. Let me tell you, it's not the optimal way to go. You want to attract women into an amazing lifestyle that you just live day to day, and you don't need to think about how to pick up women anymore. You don't need to think about that. You just need to go about your day enjoying each day. And when you see a girl that you like and you want to welcome her into your lifestyle, then it's easy because she sees that you're a cool guy. She gives you a chance, like, this guy seems mysterious. I want to see what this is all about. And then it makes it so much easy. So if you want to pick up a copy, it's down there in the description. If you want to take it to the next level, we also do coaching as well. So we get that one-on-one coaching along with, along with the accountability that goes along with that. So we make sure that you're making progress. So check all that down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to stay a while, because I put 5 videos out every week. You don't want to miss these videos. We'll see you in the next video. God bless, my friends. Let's get it.